Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am Sincerely a Lucy, and we are going to have a little chit chat tonight and watch Madam CJ Walker. So, I think I want to start it tonight and watch a little bit of it and then catch up tomorrow with it. But we'll just see how things go. So, welcome, everyone. How are you doing? Thanks for joining in. I am Sincerely a Lucy. Please hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And if you are already subscribed, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thanks for joining. Pull up a seat so we can eat. How's everyone doing? Let me get to the comments. All right, I'm in the comments. So, how has your day been? Hey Tracy, how you doing? I was watching your live earlier, your live from the other day, and I just want to continue to send you positivity. You got this. And, no matter what, don't feel judged. Don't feel that you are being ridiculed or anything. More than you have gone through this situation with the same person. So just understand that it's relatable and this too shall pass and things will get better. Hey, Trisha, how you doing? Welcome. Thanks for joining, love. How are you doing this evening? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I know, Tracy, and I can tell. Let me see my brace. Tracy, I can tell. I really could, and it's okay. And although you was doing what you was doing, having your own time, and like I said, no judgment. We all go through things at times. We all deal with things, and no one knows what a person is dealing with, how they're dealing with that. But you deal with it how you deal with it. And, I sat there and watched and was just like, it was as if I was sitting there listening to one of my aunts talk about something that was going on. And I was just like, I get it. I understand. And if you was wrong with it, I'd be like, no, hold on, wait a minute, let's discuss that. So, no, I understood exactly where you was coming from. I can relate to being in that place. So it's all good. It's okay, Tracy. It's all right. And I was like, how did I miss that live? So I was like, I undid your all, then I unsubscribed, then I resubscribed and hit all again, refresh my computer and my phone. And I was like, I don't know, maybe that'll help, but it's all good. Trust me, you will get through it. It may not seem like it right now, but you definitely will. You will eventually get through it. So I got some chicken salad, a regular salad, some Doritos, grapes, crackers, chips, and tortilla chips. And that's chicken salad. So I wanted to come on and just do a check-in. And it's okay, Miss Tracy. Miss Tracy, would you like to come on for a second? If you don't, that's okay. But it's okay. Hello, Roberta. How you doing? Welcome, love. Thanks for joining. So I wanted to watch the movie Madam CJ Walker with everyone, but I was like, how long is it? It's 46 minutes long. Do y'all want to watch it tonight? Or would y'all like for me to come on tomorrow about 6 o'clock and watch it with y'all? Let me know. What do y'all think? Because it's a great movie and I want to watch it with you all. So it's the Madam CJ Walker movie. I know some people already watched it, some people have not, but it's a very, very great movie to watch. If you can sit on lives for 4 and 5 hours, This 45-minute movie will be a great thing. It's very motivational. It's very inspiring. And although we know about Madam C.J. Walker, I would love to just watch this with some women that are on YouTube that are inspiring to get to where they're trying to go. And although you may have a hiccup, I just want to motivate you to let you know no matter what you may experience, to stop or halt or rethink it, keep going. So, what do y'all say? Okay, Miss Trace, that's okay. Okay. So, would y'all like to watch it tomorrow? We don't have to watch it tonight. We can watch it tomorrow. Y'all want to watch it tomorrow? Roberta, it's so good. My daughter told me to watch it while I was cooking yesterday. And then she came in here and we watched it together and we were like, what? It's amazing. So I want to watch it with you all. So y'all want to watch it tomorrow? Okay. So Miss Tracy want to watch it. We'll watch it tomorrow. That's the deal. This chicken salad, I got it from Walmart. It's the rotisserie chicken. And then I added some sweet relish, eggs, salt, pepper, sugar, season on to it. I almost want to say let's watch like 30 minutes of it now and then finish it off tomorrow and have dialogue. Trisha said, I haven't seen it yet. I would like to watch it tomorrow because I can hardly keep my eyes open. That's why I'm drinking coffee. Okay, Trisha. So, Trisha, my time is 10:27 Central Time right now. What is your time? What would be a good time for you tomorrow? Miss Tracy, what's a good time for you tomorrow? Roberta, what is a good time for you tomorrow that we can watch it together? And I'll play it live so that we can watch it together. So what's a good time for everyone? Drop a time and let me know. It's such a good movie. And through what we are going through right now, some of us on YouTube, I feel that it's very motivational and inspiring. And it'll help through these times that you may feel like you want to open up to someone or talk to someone about something. Even at times you may not. I feel like this movie will motivate you to be at peace with whatever your decision may be. Whether you're on YouTube just for fun and not to make money, or if you're on YouTube to make money, whichever way, it's okay. Excuse me. Okay. So Miss Tracy said anytime. Roberta said it's West Coast. I'm behind you. Anyway, let me know, okay? Trisha said I'm in Central Time. Anytime for me. Okay. Tracy said it's 8:30 p.m. in California. It's 8:30 in California. Everybody else said it didn't matter. So let's say tomorrow. Let's say tomorrow at 7 p.m. Let's watch the Madam C.J. Walker movie tomorrow at 7 p.m. Can we all agree? If it's 8 in California, that means it'll be 5. Miss Tracy, so is 5 okay with you tomorrow? Do you have anything to do? Or do we need to push it up? Let me know. Because I think it'll be good for you to watch. I really do. Be relaxed, chill. And the thing about it with me is, I know sometimes havoc comes in our lives, but with me, I like to, once I disassociate myself with the situation, I remove myself and I move on. And I know everyone is different. I get that. But I don't like to see others in a situation that they're trying to find or understand what's going on with it. And everyone deal with things according to how they feel. I'm not here to judge or point a finger. That's not me. But I just want a resolution and everyone to be okay and know that there's a bigger picture. You can still make it in life. If someone let you down or if someone tried to do whatever it is that they was trying to do, you can still be okay. They may have seen something in you that you didn't see, but other people have seen. You are great. You are okay. You will be just fine. I love to empower, uplift, and support all women. I want to say all women, but most importantly, women that look like me. Definitely women that look like me. Because we have so much to deal with. We have to be strong when we don't want to be strong. We have to be everything when we don't want to be everything. And a lot of times we have to do everything on our own with no support. I'm not even talking financially, but just mentally, physically, emotionally. So I want to watch this movie because it really resonated within me. And I was like, I want to share this with my sisters on YouTube. Okay, Tracy, you've seen it. It's a good movie. Okay. Roberta said tomorrow, 5 p.m. my time. Okay. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Okay. So, 5 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. We'll watch it. Because I was going to play everything for y'all tonight and let it roll. But I was like, well, I don't know if people working from home, they're going to bed, you know. So I was going to be mindful and conscious of the audience. So, okay, that's cool. So I have a topic. And if anyone would like to chime in, feel free to do so. So the topic is, do you feel that it's okay to not be okay? How do you feel about that? Do you feel that it's okay to not be okay? Let me know how you feel about that. Do you feel it's okay to not be okay? How do you feel about that? And if anyone would like to come on and have a discussion about this, it's open to anyone that would like to come on, respectfully. What are your thoughts about that? And if you need to leave, that's fine. It's okay. I'm going to be here for an hour. So if you need to leave, it's okay. I appreciate you for stopping by, coming in and saying hi. Thumbs up on your way in or out. I'm grateful for it. So how do you feel about that? Do you feel that it's okay to not be okay? Now I'm going to have another topic to counteract this topic tomorrow. Miss Tracy said, yes, indeed. And I agree. It's okay to not be okay. Thank you, Miss Tracy, for your response, and I appreciate that. And I thank you for engaging with me. It's okay to not be okay. At times when you're dealing with things, you don't have to always be okay. You don't have to always feel like you have to be so strong and so brave and you have to have all the answers to everything. If you don't, and you need to lean on someone else, it's okay to not be okay. Hey, MZ504, welcome. Okay, Kevin, 1 second. Roberta said, yes, it's okay because you can't control everything. That's correct. That's right. Right in some cases. Trisha said, right in some cases. Hey, Trisha. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining. Hey, NQ Sora. How you doing? Let me drop the link. The topic is it okay to not be okay? Hey, Cece, how you doing? I'm not able to paste the... Kevin, I'm trying to paste the link for you. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, I'm making up a whole lot of noise. I mean, really. Okay, there you go. Okay, I dropped the link. So the topic is it okay to not be okay? TMC family, welcome, boo. How you doing? Thanks for joining. I dropped the link if you would like to come on.
Yeah, thanks, Lucy.
Oh, wait. How you doing?
Good. I'm always good. How are you?
Good as always. No complaints.
Yeah, so since you're asking, it gives me the chance to tell a story. And for those of you who've seen me with Lucy before, you know that I can tell a very long-winded story. So I will. But when you say, is it okay to not be okay? I don't know what I can say about a long term. But I do like, what did I just read? I skipped over the chat here. Yes, it's okay. CC29 said, it's okay not to be okay. Don't live in the not okay for too long. Find a way to live through it until you are okay. I think that's great advice because you can be conscious. You can get stuck in your own mind. But as long as you know that you're there, you're like, hey, you know what? Today sucks, or this week sucks, or this time sucks. It will end. When I've had to experience great loss in my life, I literally have told myself, like from the minute of outside of the shock, you know, this is going to be a really bad time, but it will end. So that's for the long term. So I don't know if that advice is any use to anybody. There's Q. But I have a story. I'll try to keep it short. So I worked on a cruise ship once a long, long time ago. And I was on the cruise staff. I was a DJ and this and that. And I used to I had a lot of responsibilities that involve being up and positive and cheerful and passionate and happy. And, everything's perfect all the time. And there was one day I was like, they have crew areas where the crew can go and they don't have to be in front of everybody. We don't have to wear a uniform, stuff like that. Somebody asked me, somebody I didn't know, but, it's an acquaintance because we work together. And they said, you look really, really sad today. And I said, I don't know what is going on. I am so, so sad. And there's no reason. And I'm never like that. So it's a disturbing kind of thing. It's an odd day, and it's like almost alarming for a moment. And she said, you know what the thing is? She goes, we are out 16 hours a day in front of people, and you don't get a break there. Like, you work 7 days a week, right? So you're out in front of everybody, and you got to be happy-go-lucky, party. You're motivating people and talking positively, and everything's great, and everybody's on vacation. She goes, but you don't give your chance you don't give yourself a chance to reset. So once in a while, you might feel a little bit of a crash. And it might even be overwhelming. That day for me was like a just horrible day. You can tell it's 20 years ago, and I still remember. But the fact is, she said, tomorrow, today sucks. You go to sleep. Tomorrow you wake up, and you're going to be back to yourself, maybe even refreshed. So, it's a story that just tells you, in the very short term, at least if it's one day, whether it's one day or not, there's always going to be an end to the bad time. What goes down must also come up eventually. I truly and wholeheartedly believe that. But, I hope that I can inspire somebody. If anybody's in the chat right now, even you yourself, Lucy Q, who's on with us or about to be on with us, when you just don't feel yourself, when you feel sad, there's nothing wrong with that. We're humans. We have our different emotions and stuff. And it's just opinion that I'm giving. I'm not an authority by any means when it comes to any of this stuff. I'm just saying, I happen to be an overly positive person all the time. But there are moments that, everybody has an off day for many different reasons. But it eventually ends. The bad times, I'm fortunate. I find that the bad times pass very quickly for me. And I always know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. So I think it's absolutely okay to not be okay, whether it's a short term or a long term, as long as you're conscious of it. And as long as you're able to, if you can't for yourself, please, please, please just reach out to anybody, just a friend, somebody. Even if you don't want to talk to anybody, you can chat online, you can drop a message, you can do whatever it takes. Just get somebody to acknowledge, maybe that can help, and that you'll go to sleep. And whether it's going to be tomorrow or a week or a month or even a year down the road, things will be different, and there will be a better day than today if you're not liking today.
Kevin, you hit a lot of topics that I can relate to. And, a lot of times it's easier said than done. But just to have someone to understand where you're coming from that can relate to how you feel, it makes it a little easier. So I thank you for that information that you shared, because sometimes people can look at you, and I'm not saying you, I'm just saying in general. They can look at a person and say, they don't get it, they don't understand it. Because is it okay to not be okay? I got to be so strong for everybody. I have to make sure everybody is good. Everybody is okay. But is it okay if I cry? Is it okay if I feel like I need help? Is it okay if I feel like I don't want to do it today? Can someone else do it? Is it okay? So I appreciate you for even saying that and sharing that experience with us.
I believe that wholeheartedly. Now, on the other side of the coin, I do try to be positive. It's a conscious effort. If you ask me at any time, and I hope somebody will hold me accountable to this, if you ever ask me anytime when you find me on camera on a live stream like this and you say, Kevin, how are you? I will say, I'm good. I'm always good. I'm always good. You can text me. You can message me on Facebook, Instagram, anything else. I'll always start with, I'm good. Something might be going on, but I'm always good because I know it's never a lie. It's never a lie, because
That's
for the
me.
most part, I'm fortunate right now. Nothing overwhelmingly tragic is happening anywhere around me, and I don't expect it to, personally. So I can say I'm always good. I'm always good, and
That's me. Give me just a second, Kevin. Let me speak to the chat.
Yeah.
Hello, Keto Girl. Hello, CC29. Tracy C's okay, crazy. Welcome. You've been here since I hit the live button. Thank you so much. Hey, Jazz. Thank you so much, Mr. Wise. Cooking with Q, you're on the panel. I would like to open up the floor for you to speak. Thank you to each and every one of you for taking the time to come in. It was impromptu. I was doing something else, but then it was kind of like, I said, I need a topic. And I kind of like just said, okay, God, lead me to what I need to discuss right now, just in case I don't watch the movie. And it flowed over to just the way that he wanted it to be. So at this moment, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you in the chat. Thanks for coming in. In Q's World, hey sis, thank you so much for joining. Thank you to the panel, Kevin. Thanks for always joining. And Cooking with Q, I would like to give you the floor at this moment to speak. You have your words. And welcome. And thank you so much for joining.
Well, I'd just like to thank you, Cecilia, Lucy, Kevin. I appreciate everything you do. I'm having a quiet night right now. I had to go to the side. I do have company, but Lucy, I appreciate you so much. Kevin, Kay, you have been so great to me. I appreciate you. I was gonna quit my channel, but thanks to Kevin K and the rest of my supporters, I'm back up, I'm back running, I'm back supporting, and I am so grateful for you, Lucy, Kevin K, and my platform as well.
It's nice of you to say, Q. Thank you. Yeah,
You're welcome.
he made a good point earlier too by saying affirmations. That's a word I don't use in vocabulary. It's the perfect word. Yes, you can.
Affirmation thoughts. I practice. Affirmation thoughts is good thoughts. Think a new word, say a new thing, do a new deed, and all that. I believe in the power of manifestation. I believe in God. I am spiritual, but I'm not perfect. But hey, God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
And God is good. And my thing in life, no matter, don't worry about that. That's just a puppy. My daughter walked out the door. We're going to act like it's not even happening, okay? Okay. No matter what happens in life, at times doors close, but another one opens.
Amen.
We don't understand. I'm sorry, y'all. Just 1 second. Aubrey, can you get him, please? We don't know at times what God has planned for us. And I'm going to speak on God because that's what I believe in. I know some people may not. They believe in what they believe in. But on my platform, I'm going to speak on what I believe in. And I'm not going to allow anyone to hush me about my belief. A lot of times I said, I don't want to speak on beliefs. I don't want to speak on politics. But at the same time, I feel like, well, you have to sometimes address those things. Because if it's something that you believe in, why would you hush and not speak on it if it's what you believe in? And I don't like to do debates. I don't like division. I don't like chaos. I don't like turmoil. That's just me as a person. But I know at times if you speak on something and someone disagrees with it, you have to just say, okay, I agree to disagree. But just to put all of that in words, I just want to say that with Q situation, things happen. I feel it just happened for a reason. I feel that it happened because it had to happen, and it had to happen the way that it happened. And I'm not saying I wish ill on you. You know that, Q. I'm saying that it was like a situation that just had to manifest itself and happen. And I've told you that just so that you can do what you're doing with Kevin K.
Yes, I remember that live. Yes.
You remember I said that? Kevin, I told you that
actually that's stuck with me for a few days now. So I've been really thinking about that, and I'm more focused now.
Kevin, I told Q that although this happened to him, and I always try to, excuse me, y'all, I'm burping, I was eating, but I'm not being rude. I'm a cute girl, so don't Kevin, okay? Lucy was on there burping, Kristen, and she was on there just burping and eating, and I don't know what was going on. Kristen. She was out of control. It was gross. Kevin, don't throw me under the bus, okay?
Nah, never.
I had so many great lives with Kevin. Kevin is Kevin. If you don't have Kevin, please snatch him up. He is amazing channel. Excuse me for promoting. That's what I do. I promote channels. Kevin K, you are awesome. Thank you for managing my channel.
That's what I tell people. So thank you for. No,
you are so welcome.
Q's been wonderful, but I want to, if you don't mind, I just want to say something because like Q's situation comes to mind. This is what I wish for anybody that is here with us and anybody that happens to catch this replay by chance. When you're not feeling yourself and when something is wrong, you may not feel like asking for help. It's a really hard thing, and I'm one of those people. I have a really hard time admitting that I can't do everything. But the trouble is, think to yourself right now in the other side of the fence. If somebody needed help and they didn't tell you and you knew you could help them and it would be easy for you, you would be probably much more upset at the fact that they did not come to you and ask for help than the embarrassment that they would have to go through for asking. So, for instance, we're talking about Q's thing. He's got a channel that's likely going to disappear, and there's a lot of positive that can come out of that. Q gets a chance that none of us get right now. We run our YouTube channels and we do what we do online, but if we knew back then what we know now, how would we do it differently? So Q now gets a chance to start over. This guy's got 300 videos to start with. Can you imagine if you had that? Now, you tell me, how fast and how strong is he going to be able to grow now because of this? Right. I would bet that he would be farther and faster along a year or two from now than he would have been in the first place.
Okay, so Kevin, that's a testimony. That's okay. So Q, I done got loud. I'm sorry when I get excited when I know. Q, what did I tell you the other night?
You told me the other day. You told me the other night when I was on the live stream. It was a official D Spot live stream. You told me the exact same thing. You know what I call it? I call it divine confirmation.
Okay. Yep.
Let me just give y'all just 1 second. Miss Sylvia, welcome. Thank you so much for joining, my love. I just have a soft spot in my heart for Miss Sylvia. I love you, Miss Sylvia. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you so much, Mr. Wise. Thank you so much. I think Mr. Wise is coming up. Keto Girl, Angel Beats, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Miss Tracy, she's so crazy. Thank you so much to each and every one of you in the chat for tuning in with us tonight. Please feel free, CC29, chime in, talk in the chat. Let's have this discussion because although what's going on, even with the CLV night, I don't want to say all of it because I don't want to be fresh or whatever. But even with that, let's just uplift, encourage, and pour into one another because we just don't know what a person may be dealing with. At times I get on here, I may look cute, I may be talking, and sometimes when I'm extra silly, that's me kind of like hiding a little something that I'm dealing with. If I'm dealing with something, I get a little extrally silly. But if I'm just kind of like mediocre silly, I'm good. But if I'm just like sincerely is really, 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 really amped up, like, okay, what's going on? Silly? Send me a message if you would like, and just like, hey, you ain't got to be like, what's going on or whatever. You just like, hey, I love you. I wish you well. Take time for the day, do something for yourself, or just some reinforcement, encouragement. I never ask for money. I never ask for anything, but just like words of encouragement. NQ's World, Keto, D-Spot, Kevin, Q, Mr. Wise do it. Mr. Wise do it so much. I'm like, Mr. Wise, do you even live near me? Because it's that time I say nothing. Mr. Wise would send me a message and be like, Lucy, I love you. Lucy, I'm praying for you. Lucy, how you doing today? Lucy, what's going on? And I'd be like, Mr. Wise.
It's because I'm spiritual.
Yeah.
Amen.
You working, Mr. Wise, or are you in between things, or what are you doing?
No, I'm actually working right now.
It's all right.
Yeah, I'm just just writing something right now. I'm putting this. I'm praying for everybody right now.
Amen.
Thank you. May God
Yeah,
bless you.
That's a good thing. It's a different world we live in today than just half a year ago.
yeah, because we
Yeah.
have to be there for each other. Cause this thing is not going away anytime soon, and this is the time that we need to actually start appreciating what we have right now.
You know,
Amen.
so on that note, what you're saying, so there's a website. I think it's called Nextdoor or something like that, or it's an app or whatever it is. I
Yep, it's
barely
an
heard of
app.
it. There you go. So they said
Mhm.
they have record numbers of people who signed up, and what this app does is it takes people who may need something, like in the line of help, like let's say you have a single mother who can't get to a grocery store, or some seniors, or somebody who is physically unable or whatever, and it allows them to go on the app, similar to something like Uber, and you can sign up and you can say, I'm willing to make grocery store runs or pharmacy runs or supply runs for anybody that needs it, or I can pick people up or drop people off, and things like this for people who can't easily do it themselves. They said they have record numbers of people who've signed up to help. Not who've signed up for needing help, but who've signed up to help. So it's wonderful. It just, I think of that by what you're saying. You know what I mean? This is a time where a lot of people need each other. We don't know the different things that go through different people's minds and the different
Right.
situations people are in. So it's wonderful to know that kind of thing is happening. There's always good that can be found in any situation, as dark as it seems. I believe that wholeheartedly. And right now we're witnessing that. We're witnessing a lot of togetherness. We're witnessing a lot of unity. And we're witnessing a lot of people who have the true good in their hearts are now able to express it in a way that otherwise might not have come out.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. First off, I wanted to say, hey everybody, how y'all doing? And nice to meet you, Kevin. This is my first time meeting you.
Yeah.
And YouTube cooking with Q and more.
Wait. Mr. Wise, this your first time meeting Kevin K?
Mm-hmm.
It might.
First time.
I think I've seen Mr. Wise in maybe even in your chat, like maybe in a chat on another live stream, but I could be wrong. You know,
Okay.
but this is our
Okay.
first time, especially on a panel.
Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
Because I love the fact that bringing people together. No matter if I get anything out of it or not, I'm just that type of person. I love to connect people, and I love for people to, meet and network and get to know one another. So I don't know why I just made it sound that you and Mr. Wise had already connected, because you two together in my mind, I think I already felt like y'all were connected. But Mr. Wise and Kevin, you definitely should connect to network. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Well, it's wonderful you say that, but Lucy, like when you and I keep going back to our own story, like we just connected in a chat or whatever, and thank God for that. That was random. And it was because of you, though, right? Because you make an extra effort, more so than most people, and that was what allowed you to say something meaningful to me, which I was drawn to, and therefore our connection started, and now we can expand that. I tell people all the time, and forgive me for hijacking the conversation, but I have a community around me now that I did not have just 4 months ago, of generous, thoughtful, and considerate people. And you're telling me Mr. Wise fits that profile. Lucy, obviously you do. That's why I'm here. Q and I are joined at the hip these days. And this is what happens. And you find all this good. Now imagine the influence that we can have individually and together. This is what I think. There are people who can use all kinds of help. I can use help in a million different areas, but I would love to be able to help with the things that are easy for me and the things that come naturally to me, because some people sometimes just need to be pointed in the right direction. And maybe I could try to bring this back to your topic, but when we talk about, is it okay to not be okay? Absolutely. I think everybody's going to probably agree on some level
Yeah.
that it must be
I
okay.
wholeheartedly agree.
But sometimes we might need to be reminded that it is okay. You're okay to not be running at 120% every minute of every living day.
Absolutely.
Life is a long time. It feels short, and we know it's too short, but in the grand scale, life is a long time, and you cannot be running on 8 cylinders for 80 years at 350, right?
Right. Can I ask Q to read CC's comment, please? I don't have my glasses, Q, if you don't mind. She's typing a lot, and I want
QQ say yes. Kevin K. That is what is going on in many military communities. Glad you provided us the insight. What is again, so it can be put in the chat.
I'm gonna find it right now for you.
Okay, let's drop that link.
I had
Mr.
heard
Wilson
about it,
glasses.
but not seen it. Yes, next door.
Q, I'm not getting my glasses. Don't tell me that no more. Don't run me. I run me. It's okay to not have my glasses. Okay?
It's
Okay.
hey,
Thank you.
I'll say that.
hey Lucy.
Huh.
It's two Q's in here, so you got to be Pacific.
And Q's World, yes.
Oh, wow. But she gets on me at the same time, but not as much as Keto and TMC family does. So if you was him telling me to get my glasses.
I just told you that.
Forgive me, I might be sending you to the Canadian version of that site just because I'm in Canada and it defaults that way. But either way, that's the site there.
Kevin, okay, I forgot you were in Canada. How are things there? Tell us.
How are things?
How are things going on with the I don't want to say the word.
Super chat. No, it's fine. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Tuber chat is amazing. I wish I could drop the link.
I could drop one. It's gonna be. I'm gonna start live streaming next week before the end of the month.
Q, can you drop a comment so I can add you as a mod here?
Yes. Let me switch over real quick.
Kevin, you can go ahead. Once he said that, it reminded me that I wanted to.
Well, thank you very much for letting me promote that. Yeah, Tuber Child is going to be a growth network to help people find quality connections at a rapid pace. I'm taking everything that I've learned in the last long while. And for those of you who don't already know, I'm a professional channel manager. I've actually been on YouTube for many years running other people's channels. And now I've started on my own in the last year, and in the last few months, people like Lucy, people like Cooking with Q, the Crockett Way, Vern's Junk Closet, and people like this have helped me grow so unbelievably rapidly. Now I'm taking all of that influence and all of that knowledge and putting it into a new growth stream so that we can make it easier for the people who come after us than it was for us. So I'm going to drop that link in just a second, but thank you for letting me talk about that.
Thank you, Lucy. I appreciate that.
Just like I told Q, that group that y'all started and y'all are getting off and pushing it for other content creators, Q is going to be able to be the spokesperson in a way that he can say, I started from the bottom, now we here, along with those that I started. You get it? And it's not in a way of thinking,
Right.
Kevin, no, you didn't do it, or no, I just feel like what happened to him, he can be that person to say to those that y'all are venturing out to and bringing in, he can grow along with them, because it's different when someone says, oh, I'm already at 10,000 subscribers and you just starting. And it's just kind of like, okay, you're telling me how you got there, but I'm doing it right now. I'm in the midst of it.
Yes.
But you have someone do it with you at that moment, it makes a difference. And it's just like they understand what I'm dealing with right now. I can relate to it.
Well, in actuality, it's not what they well, it's not really what they say. It's like how you perceive it. Because they're all everybody started from the bottom. Everybody.
Right.
I mean, everybody. And how you perceive what on how you perceive that message is how you perceive it. That's you judging them.
But it's in the same sense of, if I started 2019 in January and I'm at 2,000 subscribers, I promote a channel that I'm starting to help new creators, and then I'm starting 2020 May 1st with those same people that I launched a new app with, then they can say, oh, okay, this person, it may be 5 people in the group, but I know it's one person in the group that's starting with me that can relate to everything that I may go through. And they may have had a channel before, but yet and still they get where I'm coming from when I may say, hey, I'm at 100 today and I'm feeling like I don't want to do it. And they can say, well, I'm at 120. So let's keep doing it. Let me get you to 120 with me. You know, it may not seem like a lot to the person that may have 1,000, but to that person that's walking that same walk with you, it's just kind of like, okay, they in that same space with me at that moment, so they can encourage me and walk that walk with me and guide me because they know how I'm feeling at that very moment. Whereas if someone says they have 100 subscribers and I'm at 1,000, and I'll probably be like, oh, okay, I'll put you up on my screen, you know, but I haven't been at 100 in a long time, not to discredit them or disrespect them, but it's just kind of like I'm not there anymore. I can remember being there, but I'm not there right now. So
it's funny that you say that.
Like, because it's all how you perceive it, though. That's it.
Yeah.
It's all how you perceive it.
Well, the other thing too, there's so many of us. Forgive me. There's so many of us that just started, but YouTube only changed these rules less than 2 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there was no such thing as 1,000 subscribers. There was no such thing as 4,000 watch hours. And this is all new. These growth rates are new. The way we connect is new. It's all brand new. There's a lot of people. Most of the people that I connect with, if you were to ask them, when did you start? They will say a year ago, 8 months ago, 6 months ago, not 5 years ago, right? So,
Well, wait, Kevin, just 1 second. I started my channel. Excuse me. I started my channel 2018, and I had 112 subscribers, but I wasn't taking it serious that way. I didn't understand it. I didn't get it, and I was just making random videos. And they sent me an email and said I had AdSense, I had my PIN code and everything, but I wasn't consistent. And so they told me I had 2 weeks to commit to my AdSense and all of that. I didn't understand what they was meaning. And so I didn't respond to it. I just let it go. And when I came back in 2019 in March and started posting videos consistently, I was like, where did my ads go? And everything started making sense to me. And I was like, wait a minute. Oh my goodness, that was serious. I should have responded. So when you're saying like, you know, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, a lot of people back years ago, however many years, that this starting now and taking it seriously may not have understood the seriousness of it, but now they get it, and it's just kind of like, I should have been on my A game. Had I paid more attention to my emails, maybe I would have been further along, but I didn't. So it is what it is. I just wanted to say that because, you know, I was in that situation.
Well, you're right. And
I didn't know that.
You're a unique person. I love that story. So I hope that you can continue to share it, because it will be inspiring to other people who are making money, got knocked out, and maybe haven't gotten back up yet. We can help them, right? The other thing, too, is to keep in mind, so I hope that you all feel the way I do, but I decided not to quit YouTube ever before I even started. I already knew I was going to be good at this. I was going to do it. And, you know, it's easy for me to have some confidence about it. But I said, I am taking this seriously before I even begin. Not yet, but I already know that I will. So there will be a day where we will all have 10,000 subscribers each. There will be a day, if you stay, if you just stay, you will have 100,000 subscribers someday. Some of us will get there in 3 years. Some of us will get there in 10 years. But it will happen if you just keep going. So what we're expecting to do, and what I'm making an obligation to everybody when I go on about my speeches all the time, I'm intending on staying with the beginners forever. So when I have my 10,000 and 100,000, I will still be helping people who have 100, who have 50, who have 700, or whatever. Anybody less than 10,000 is who I'm committing myself to right now. because we're all going to move at different speeds. Some of the people we talk to today, we may not even be talking to after. And I know that that's a heartbreaking, unfortunate thing to think about, but look at it this way. All of our channels are growing. Every single person in this chat has a channel that has more subscribers now than they did last year. So it gets harder and harder for us to support every single person as much as we would. I'd love to watch 1,000 videos a day, but I cannot. And I'm subscribed to 2,000 people, so I'm sorry. But, you know, this is what's going to happen to everybody. So I constantly say, I appreciate every minute everybody can spend with me, and that's fine, right? But as people continue to grow, some are going to move faster than others. I know a girl who started a channel. She already has 24,000 subscribers, and it happened by accident. She was a fitness instructor, started a fitness channel, but then she said, come with me to work one day because my full-time job is a nurse. And she took off, right? It was by accident. We never know. We don't get to decide how fast we're going to go. But anyway, when we talk about, forgive me for bringing it back to the promotion, but the tuber chat.
She was doing exercise?
She was doing fitness. She's a personal trainer. She's a fitness
So tomorrow at 12 noon, we will be exercising with Lucy. Everybody get your gear and let's go.
That's one of the greatest niches there is, in my opinion, is fitness. You can make just money hand over fist. If money's your thing, you can go money hand over fist with a fitness because you can sell everything. But she has a great story, and that's fantastic. But she's in a position like you're talking about. How can she help people who have 100 subscribers now? She can. She's a nice person and this and that. I don't even know her personally. I know her boyfriend, but whatever, right? But we have the power to help anybody that we want. But as our success grows, and it's going to happen for everybody who wants it if you just stay. But I'm expecting right now to commit myself to beginners. And the reason why is there's always going to be beginners. Somebody's going to start a YouTube channel tomorrow. And another person will start the day after. Another person will start the day after. It's probably thousands, actually. But there's always going to be people who need exactly that help. So while the technology changes, while YouTube changes, and the rules and the etiquette and everything else change, I intend to stay with them. And when people have 10,000 subscribers, I can say either I'm going to start another channel and try to help you with the bigger success, or you don't need me anymore. Let me point you in the right direction and let me help the people who need me more. You know?
Point them to Q because he'll be at 10,000 by then.
Well, that's the thing. Like, so look, Q's going from one channel to 2 channels. It's too bad that it had to happen by force. But look at how fast he's going to go now. Putting up a video a day on 2 different channels, nobody can compete with that. Everybody wishes, oh, wouldn't I be more successful today if I had 300 videos to start with? So you would never wish that situation on anybody. The other thing is, Q now has another way to help people because he can say, I've done this twice. And come along with me and let me show you how not to make all the mistakes that I made the first time around. And I got my own mistakes too. And the channels I manage have their own mistakes as well. So there's so much knowledge that we can give everybody and help them grow faster. Like I said, just make it easier on the ones who come after us than it was for us. Because I've been pushed up the ladder. I don't deserve 1,000 subscribers. They were handed to me by people like you, by people like Lucy, by people like D-Spot. All kinds of people pulled me along. So anyway, we've gotten way off topic. But when you're saying, you know, is it okay to not be okay? Hopefully, we can inspire a little bit with what we're saying by letting people know there's so much good and there's so much consideration and thoughtfulness in the community around everybody who's going to stumble across this video right now. There's all the help in the world. And if you can just hang on, whatever you're going through right now, and hopefully reach out to anybody around here. These are the most generous people I've met in maybe my life, but a very long time. And I can't imagine anything I could ask that I could not find help with within this community. And that goes the same for you.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much.
As long as I don't have everybody falling asleep, we're okay.
Y'all see Kevin said you all see. Welcome the Artist Devil. Thanks for joining. AQ's World, thank you for holding it down. Cooking with Q, you're on the panel. Thank you so much. CC29, thank you so much for being so loyal and supportive. To each and every one of you in the chat, I
Welcome.
thank you so much for tuning in and chatting up. We're just having a discussion. We're on topic, around the topic, off the topic, but that's what happens. We don't have to be on the topic at all times. Whatever is placed in your spirit, in your heart, and in your mind, and you want to speak on it, it's okay. We're not here to dictate about what you can and cannot speak on. If something is on your heart or your mind, you want to speak about it, it can help someone, and that's okay. We're not here to cause division or problems. If we agree to disagree, that's okay. We're gonna still leave here with hugs and loves and blessings and be like, I'll see you next time. Mr. Wise.
Exactly. You're right.
What you want to say, Mr. Wise?
Like just the other day, my grandmother was constantly complaining, right? And I was like, "What's wrong?" And she was just telling me all of her problems, and I was just like, and I just told her it's gonna be okay, and she was like, "No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not gonna be okay." And I was like, "Grandma, it's gonna be okay." And she really really needed to hear that. She she was just so torn about uh her losing her job and stuff. She needed somebody there to just tell her it's okay. It's okay to not be okay. Cause people, they need support. They need they need that initial support, or if they can't find support, pray. Pray. Prayer is there for you. You can do it anywhere. You can do it in the bathroom. You can do it standing up. You can do it on the bus. You can do it at work. Anywhere. Anywhere is fine.
So, Mr. Wise, with the topic, so so what you say, even with your grandmother having that talk with you, and that's your grandmother. And I
Mhm.
know how I was with my grandmother. She was my best friend, and I could never have a best friend better than her to this day. She passed away when I was in the 8th grade, and I've never cried harder in my life. Um, do you think that it's okay to not be okay? And I'm just asking. I'm not saying nobody is right or wrong. This is just a question. Everyone is entitled to how they respond. I just wanted everyone to give their opinion about it.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I hope everybody feels that way,
Yeah.
or the majority. It can be tough. It can, and we don't know what goes on. You got to walk a mile in a person's shoes, and that's not even enough, right? I'd say sometimes to understand somebody. I'm 47 years old. I don't even want to calculate how many days that is, but it would take me 47 years to help you understand what I've been through. And that goes for everybody. So we can judge, we can change our opinions, we can, don't get me started on the media and this and that, but you just never know. You just never, never, never know what's really going on in a person's head, even when they say it to you. So sometimes, as Mr. Wise is saying, just a little word of encouragement might be all that's needed from the right voice. Not every voice connects with everybody perfectly. You never know who it's going to be. That's why I insist as well on finding people who are so generous and willing to give, willing to motivate, willing to inspire, because we never know what's going to be the voice and the thing that's said that really connects with somebody and pushes them in the right direction.
Can one of y'all read what Stephen said? Listen, I'm not trying to work out on the panel, but y'all know
Yep, she's saying.
don't talk about me tomorrow, okay?
Okay, she's saying. Right. Be that somebody by listening. And if you have no answers for them, that's okay too. Tell them, I hear you, but I have no words, but I'm here and we are okay. I meant we are okay. at this moment. Take a minute and you're not okay to be okay. Not articulated right.
That's okay, and that's good. That's good, CC, and thank you for sharing that and opening that up. And I appreciate you for chiming in. How to get out there? For chiming in and expressing that, because at times, just like Kevin said, it may not be the voice that you're expecting it to be, but it could be a voice that you could connect with and to get you past whatever you're going through. Mr. Wise and his grandmother was having a moment, and he can relate to his grandmother, and she can relate to him. And even though he said it's going to be okay, someone else at the store could have told her it's going to be okay, and she would have been like, yeah, whatever, it's okay, all right. But for him to say that they could relate to it, and she understood it from a person that she's connected to. Okay, they want me to get my glasses. Okay, y'all talk. Let me get my glasses. Carry on. Carry on.
All right, what are you eating at the moment? Oh, never mind. But
I dropped out for a second there. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay, it's fine.
I didn't see where Lucy went. That was a good point though. That CC29 had, and I forget that all the time. I'm no authority, so forgive me. But my understanding is that men tend to be problem solvers, and women just need somebody to listen. And
yes,
this has nothing to do with men and women, so forgive me for that. But I'm just pointing it out, like that sometimes you don't understand, and I forget often the point that CC29's making. When you can say to somebody, I hear you, I have no words, but I'm just here, I don't have an answer. Sometimes that's exactly what somebody needs. They don't need to force an opinion down their throat. They don't need to be told how to fix the problem. They just need to be listened to. And that's fantastic advice. I'm so glad that you said that, because I forget that point, and I'm glad to be reminded of it.
Exactly. Like in just the other day, my girl, she had just she was writing something on Facebook. She had made this post saying, sometimes people just need to have someone listen to them on the phone or whatever, no matter what, or just to hear their presence on the phone, just to be safe, just to feel safe, like in their time of peril or something like that. That can be the difference between life or death with somebody too, because they're so stressed out, and just having that one person right there, just listening to them, being there for them, like that's a major thing for them. Somebody that they trust, and just being there for them.
I'm back. Thanks for holding it down, my guys. I'm gonna call y'all my guys. Welcome to Hoops Family Network. Thanks to everyone for being here. I want to get my glasses so that I can read them. I don't want to have my guys to work too much to read for me, but I appreciate y'all for just stepping in for me and helping out. I don't know where we are in the conversation, but I'm just gonna catch up as y'all talk. I didn't want to interrupt or be rude, but y'all continue on. I'm gonna jump in.
Mr. Wise was really just reinforcing your point.
Mm-hmm.
CC29 made a good point in the chat there, and then we were just following up on that. But it all goes back to just being able to be there for somebody. And sometimes you don't have to. They don't need to talk. They don't need answers. They just need to be listened to, and that's a possibility too. What I hope is that we can, people can feel inspired, not just by us, but by everybody around here. It sounds like you've got really good people here, that people can inspire to feel like they can reach out when they need to talk. this is what, and I don't want to play favorites here, but this is what Q and Amanda from the Hoops Family Network have been able to do for me. You know, I've had a few conversations with Amanda, and I have some long drives. I work 2 hours away from where I live. I only travel twice a week, but those drives are something else, and it's usually late at night. And I've been very fortunate to be able to get Amanda from the Hoops Family Network on the phone, because all I want to do is have positive, optimistic conversation. And I know I'm not talking about, feeling negative and not being okay, but sometimes you just need something, or you just need somebody, and it might be somebody in particular. And Amanda has really been able to help me in the idea that we've had a couple of conversations that were both productive, not to mention optimistic and positive always. But you can really appreciate it. You won't know how much I appreciate, no matter how much I say it, the fact that we've been able to do that, because great ideas have come from that. And the help that we're going to be able to give people, like I keep describing, comes from those conversations, and the conversations I've had with Q, and not to mention all the different things. Like Lucy, I can't tell you what you did for me personally when you interviewed me. It was only like a short month ago, but that was fantastic, and it's helped me. I have a bigger community now, and this and that. But it also, the confidence you build in somebody just by saying, "Hey, you're somebody that I want to put my name beside," is really something. And from that, D-Spot did the same thing, and this is growing and growing, and I'm building this reputation, hopefully, that people understand that I want to help people in any way that I can. Not that I'm like a great help in a lot of different ways. But when it comes to YouTube and stuff, I can be. When it comes to motivational speaking, yes, I'm positive and optimistic at all times. But sometimes you just need somebody there. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you need silence by yourself, and that can help too. But when we're talking about not being okay, maybe it's nice to know that that somebody at least knows, and then they can offer to give you what you need. And if it's silence, that's fine.
Kevin, when I did that, when I'm in prayer and I'm in meditation and God gives me a vision, I wake up like a fire's lit in me. That happened today, and I called the keto girl, and I was just going fast. It happened before, and I called NQ's World, and I was going real fast. And once something is placed in my heart, and I'm like, this is a go. This is the idea. But I talk fast when I get excited, so I like to call someone that I can trust to kind of slow me down, make sense of what I'm saying, and then remind me of it, like later on that day or the next day, and say, okay, this is what you was talking about. This is the vision you was having. This is what you were saying. And when I wanted to do the Man on Monday and the Woman on Wednesday, it was the vision that I had, and I didn't know who I was going to act on. I didn't know how it's going to work. And even when you came on, I was like, thanks, Kevin. And I had other people lined up. And then that's when the situation that's happening now began to happen. And I was like, oh, they flaking on me. Why is this happening? And even when they responded, they was like, I'm not putting you off. It's just, I can't do it right now. And I was like, but I want to do it right now. And it was just kind of like, there's something going on with my job. And they wasn't saying what it was, but it was just kind of like, I can't do it. And I was like, this isn't working. Why did I have this vision? But I know it was for a reason. I know it was for something that can happen on down the road. Even with things that I feel like I have seen, and I'm like, okay, I got this. And even at times, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, welcome Rebecca Davis. Thanks for joining, my love. Welcome to Positive Mukbanger. Thank you to each and every one of you for joining. Even I have had moments that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna just be honest with you all. I feel safe here. It's been times I'm like, I'm gonna let YouTube go. And every time I feel that way, someone will send me a message and say, Lucy, you so amazing. Keep going. Listen, this happened or this happened, and I want you to know this. And I'm like, why does that happen every time I feel like I want to let it go? It happens every single time. And I never tell the person that reaches out to me. It's always a different person. But every time I say I'm going to let it go, someone will inbox me and say, Lucy, listen, this video with this, and I'm just like, okay, God, I'm gonna hold on a little longer. But I just want to say that I appreciate each and every one of you all for watching the video, supporting me, and with my heart, because I know God knows the heart. I always lead with my heart. If y'all know that about me, I just try to. I like to help others. I love to support others, and at times if someone say they want to give back to me, I will push it back off like, no, I'm good. Give it to somebody else. I know I'm okay. Let's do this for this person. I just like to see people happy, be able to help others. And at times people say, don't do that. You got to look out for yourself. And I feel like it's selfish to do things at times.
Like I would suggest this right here. Try to be patient with yourself. That's the thing that really helped me, as in trying to help people and stuff like that. Trying to do too much and then not accept what others give to me. Because I was just like you in your shoes, what you're doing like right now. I was just like you. Always trying to help people, but not accepting other people's help. What I did was learn how to be patient with myself and accept what others was given to me, because I know that I can learn other things too, that I needed help as well. I needed to know that I needed help. And that's okay. That's that all goes to boil down to that is it okay to not be okay? And yes.
Is it okay to not be okay? We back
Yes.
at it, Kevin. We back at that topic.
And
Yep.
that's what that all boils down to. It is okay to be not it is okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
Be vulnerable. Be you. Because if you're not vulnerable, if you're not you, you're not you. You're somebody else.
Yeah.
May I ask you something, Lucy? So InQ's World is your sister, and ever since you and I connected, InQ's World has been an unbelievable supporter to me. She's there all the time, and so what is it that you would say that makes the similarity between the two of you to be so generous and giving and supportive?
InQ's World is a phenomenal female that I met through Official D Spot.
Oh, I thought you were actually sisters.
I do not. I say sis.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, wow, they sisters.
No. I say sis. It's a lot, but I do not connect with any and everyone with my energy in my life and get personal with me. And I just pray about a lot of things and ask for the discernment that God places people in my life that He wants to be in my life, that has the betterment for me, no matter good, bad, or indifferent. And when InQ's World and I connected, I've met a lot of phenomenal women on here. But when InQ's World came into my life, it was an instant. She looked like my aunt. She reminded me of my aunt. And we instantly connected. And I just don't know. It was the grace of God, because we connected in a way that I can't even explain. I would talk about her to my actual sister. And when I do that, my sisters are like, I've only done that about 3 times in my life. And they were like, oh, we need to meet her. Oh, FaceTime her right now. Okay, because I have 4 sisters and we're really close. And so NQ's world was just someone that we adapted to each other. We respect one another. We support one another, no matter good, bad, or indifferent. When I'm falling short, she's gonna tell me, sis, hey, hold on. No, that's not cool. Or look, you need to do this, or what's going on with you. She has my personal phone number. She knows how to reach me by email. She knows my personal contact. She knows how to reach me no matter what. And a lot of people does not have that connection to me because I'm a very sociable person, but I don't like people in my personal space. And she has a way, I can be misunderstood a lot of times, and I say that a lot, but I don't like to believe, like, I don't want people to look at me that way. But with her, even if I don't talk to her in 2 days and she texts me, she'll know that, okay, she's good. She just don't want to be bothered right now. And so with her, I call her my sister because I prayed about our relationship and I asked God to bless it in the way that He saw fit. And she has never wavered with me. She has never tried to make me feel a certain type of way. We don't gossip. We don't talk about people. We don't try to put people down when we're on the phone. We uplift, encourage, and pray and support one another. And if she needs my help, I help her. And if I need her help, she helps me. And we keep it moving. And I love her just for that. I love her like she's my biological sister. And we've been bonded just like that. I don't connect. I'm a very loving person and genuine person, but I don't connect in a certain way with any and everyone. And with her, it just happened like that.
Now I feel honored because the way that you and I connected, Lucy, is different. And just because you told such a meaningful story about it right after that happened while we were interviewing. I mean, we've talked a few times now, but
you're my brother, Kevin.
It makes me feel honored because not everybody does connect that way, you know. And this is why, like somebody like Q from the TMC family, Cooking with Q, who's on with us now, and the Hoops Family Network, Amanda, are 2 people who I've connected with greatly, who've been inspiring and generous and giving and thoughtful and considerate and all the nice things that I always say. But there's a connection between the 3 of us that, you know, and me and each of them separately as well, that it's amazing the different relationships that can be had. I just think it's funny because so many times you've called NQ's World your sister, but you've said it with such conviction that I insisted that you were sisters. I even think
she is my sister, Kevin.
I think I even remember pointing that out to Kristen and stuff, saying, "Oh, look, NQ's World, that's sincerely Lucy's sister."
That's
because
my sister.
The question is why is NQ's World so supportive? Because all of a sudden she was coming back again and again.
That's my sister. She trusts me and like I trust her.
And therefore,
if I say to her, if I'm not feeling well and I say, hey, sis, if this person is live or if this person, you know, she's going to be there if I'm not there. And if she says, hey, sis, this person is live, be there. I'm going to be there. And if she know if I'm not there, it's only because I just cannot be. So we hold each other very tight. I love her as if I grew up with her, and I would never betray her, backstab her, go against her, no matter what. If we need to have a discussion, we'll have it. We'll talk about it. We're not like that. I love her. I wish I had have known her years ago, but God has His way of placing people in your life the way He does. But within Q's World, no one can make me say anything indifferent about her because that's just how we are. I met her through Official D, and I thank God for using him as a vessel to connect us with each other. And just like I say, sister, she's my sister.
That's fantastic. That's wonderful. It's an inspiring story, too, for anybody who's starting out and just starting to make connections online, on YouTube and this and that. You'll eventually in your journey will meet many different people, many types of people. But, you know, I look at it as no different than if you can remember what it was like going to high school. You know, you're terrified. It's your first day, this and that. You think, I don't have any friends and stuff, but you do. Within a week, you've got a best friend. It happens to everybody. And that's what happens around here as well. So there you go. NQ's World should be ready, I think.
She said let her in, but I don't see her. Oh, yes, I do. I think.
Hey, sis.
Hey.
Can y'all hear me clearly?
Yep.
Okay, there
Hello,
we go.
everybody in the chat. Hey, panel. How is everyone?
It's great to see you in Q's World.
Hey,
Great to see
welcome,
you
sis.
too. I would have let y'all see the real me, but I'm actually inside a closet, so y'all won't hear all the TVs and stuff that are going in the house.
Hi,
Hey,
the
Keys.
children in the house.
Yeah, so you know they don't sleep right. But yes, I love my sister Lucy, and that's my sister. We are not blood related. But Kev, I'll tell you, I grew up as an only child. I don't have siblings. I don't have sisters. I don't have brothers on my mom's side. So when I met Lucy through Official D, we bonded like instantly. Like once I saw her, at first it was through the comments. You know, I noticed she would comment, and I'm like, oh, I can relate to that. Oh, I do that too. And then it led me to watch her videos. And when I started watching her videos, and I seen she had a husband, I seen she had kids, I seen she was the one that kind of keeps everything together in her house. I seen that she was a support system for her family. She was the strong one, that everybody depends on. So we had a lot of things in common that we could talk to each other about and relate on, and not feel as though either one of us are being judgmental, because we're just being honest and open and free. And like she said, when she prayed on the relationship, I also prayed on the relationship, and I have a good sense of being able to pick up on people's spirit to determine on whether I want to invest time in them or not invest time in them. So anyone that you see me supporting fully, whether I've been referred to them by someone else or not, it's some reason that I feel like my time is worth investing in you. So when you see me, Cav, supporting you, it's not just because Lucy sent me there. I went there on the strength of Lucy because, like she said, if you good peoples and she fed it, because I know she's good peoples, I'm going to check you out. But then I have to see something there that captures me to let me know I want to stick around. And when I first seen you and you were talking about the CDs and stuff, I was like, okay, I'm not really into CDs, but he sounds great. And then when I started seeing you start to help people and bring on Kristen and bring on your Kristen's daughter, and just seeing you like, okay, this is what I like about Cav. He can speak and he can help people, and we can learn from him. So it's things that I saw in you that made me want to invest my time and support you. And a lot of people that I support, the ones that they see me consistently supporting, is because I gravitate towards something in that person
It's wonderful
that makes me want to support them.
Thank you so much for saying these kind things, because I just want you to know how appreciated it is, because we all, as we all grow, as we all follow more people and our followings get bigger, it becomes harder and harder every day to support everybody as much as you like. I'm subscribed to, I don't know, it's over 1,500 people. I don't know if it's 1,000, whatever it is. And you could never watch 1,000 videos a day. It just can't be done. So I more and more every day appreciate every minute that everybody spends. And that's why I noticed that you have come by so often. So I certainly would never want to make anybody feel obligated to do that. You got to do what you got to do, as I do. I support where I can, and eventually I'll show up again for the ones I haven't gotten to today, right? And but I do really appreciate it. But it's wonderful the things that you say, and I hope that all of this is right, because I preach all the time about the fact that personally I've been able to gain this community of generous, considerate, thoughtful people who are very helpful, who seem so genuine in wanting to help others, but are all strong souls as well. And it's just wonderful. So I'm really happy. So it's nice to hear that story. Like I said, I thought you guys were sisters. Forgive me, I'm just gonna hop off.
I keep trying to convince her that she's really my sister. I told her, like, I think so. I have some relatives down where she lives at, and maybe some lines got crossed up or something. Somebody not telling us something. No, I'm just playing.
No,
but
seriously.
yeah, I love Lucy.
I told Q, I said, you're not. I know a lot of people say, oh, these YouTube friendships are, they're gonna end. They can be this faulty or whatever.
Mhm.
I told Q, I don't care. You're gonna have to fight it out with me. We're gonna have to struggle through that thing. We're gonna have
Yes,
to
and
talk
every
on the
time I hear
back
that,
end.
I'm like, well, they must not be talking about me and Lucy because we good. Maybe our friendship was supposed to exist outside of YouTube first. But anyway, we're connected, and I thank God for her. I think she is so motivational. Like when we first met each other, that's what she was doing. She would come on, sis, get on here, go live, sis, stay on there. I don't care if you buffer, we can see you. And I was just like, thank you so much. Thank you, and I was just appreciative. And then the more I talked to her, I was like, oh, I like you all the way around, not just for your motivation, but, it's other things too. And I just appreciate that. I appreciate like all of y'all. I haven't ran into people yet that I've seen that it just makes me totally turned off. But I have ran into people that I can relate more towards or that I like more things in them. And you may see me on their platforms more, but I try to rotate my love. So you'll see me supporting you strong for a few weeks, and then I'll rotate to another group of people, and then I'll come back around. So I try to manage it like that, and I still can't touch everybody. So I don't know.
Yep.
That's okay. You do your best and you do what you can do for those that you can, and you get to those when you can get to them, and just do what you can, and understanding people will be understanding. It's times that I may not see someone for a long time, and then I'll see them come in and I'll be like, how you doing? But I would never be like, where you been? What's going on?
Right.
No, people have lives and things that are going on. So I get what you're saying, sis. I understand it. Q, do you want to say something? Cooking with Q and more, you on mute? I don't want to hold y'all much longer. I appreciate y'all for being here and supporting and talking and just engaging with the topic. Y'all, I struggle with a topic a lot of times. I just like to come on and like, let's go. But I said, I got a topic tonight. Let's do this. Cooking with Crew. Cooking with Crew. Cooking with Q.
I'm sitting back.
New Orleans come out of me sometimes, and I be like, but what you want to say?
I'm sitting back. I'm enjoying this live. I appreciate everybody that came to the live. I do have company right now.
Oh, you got company, and you was sitting here with Lucy and Q. And go have
That's
your
what he said
moment.
earlier. I heard Cat Daddy say he had company.
Oh,
She
I'm
said,
sorry.
"Cat Daddy."
I
My twin.
didn't, and I thank you so much for joining us. You have a date. You enjoy them, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay?
All right, it's your boy
Thank you.
TMC.
Can you drop your
Q
link on
Gang.
your way out, please?
I sure will.
God bless you.
See you
And
later, twin.
be
Thank you so much.
respectful and open her door when she leaves.
Okay, I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Okay.
There we go.
Kevin,
Yes, but I really like the topic that you're talking about tonight too, Lucy, where you're saying like, is it okay to not be okay? I do think that it is moments where it's definitely okay to not be okay. And, I don't know, I was listening and moving around at the same time, but I definitely, feel like everyone just has to be able to have some type of support system or some type of outlet where they can talk and vent and express their emotions and also feel like their feelings are valid, because a lot of people will hold stuff in when they tend to feel like or question the way they feel, like if they're wrong by feeling that way and things of that nature. So I believe if a lot more people understand that no matter what you're feeling, your feelings are valid. Everyone is valid to feel the way they feel. And sometimes you just need to talk about it to know that it's a normal feeling and that it's other people out here that feel the way you do, or like at least find an ear that will listen to you and not, show judgment or, so you just have to figure out how you want to release yourself sometimes. So that when you're not okay, you don't get stuck there. That's all.
yeah. And I agree. Kevin, you look like your mind is wandering, or either you're sleepy. Talk to me and I'm going to talk back. Talk to me and I'm going to talk back. What you thinking, Kevin? What's going on? I like your hair.
It's wonderful. I'm trying not to hijack the conversation. That's all, because I love I love to talk. Lucy is actually one of the only people who I see who could probably keep up with me, but for energy and talking, but I tend to go too far. But I'm reading the chat too. I'm reading what people are saying, and it's wonderful. Where did it go? Right here. Skipped up. It's okay to be okay, but don't stay that way. Yes, the positive mukbanger. Somebody said something similar earlier. And then you never know what someone is going through in life, from Rebecca Davis. Just be genuine and be yourself, and it will all go so far. It's too bad that we have to get so much older to understand what that means. I remember teachers telling me in grade school, just be yourself, be yourself, be yourself. And I'm like, no, I suck. I don't want to be me. I want to be something better. And when you get older, you start to understand, the things that you worried about back then don't matter. And you're absolutely right. When you can truly be yourself, that's why I love these platforms like YouTube. You really can't hide. If you're going to be fake, you're going to be found out. You're going to filter yourself out anyway. But the ones who end up coming through and are genuinely good souls and are positive and things like this are going to find each other. That's what the internet really allows, is for like-minded people to find each other so that they can share whatever it is that they're into. For us, it happens to be positivity and motivation all the time. So I'm just inspired by the things that I'm reading in the chat, by the things that are being said by the both of you. I'm happy that I've learned something new about each of you, thinking sisters, but you truly seem like it. That's the funny thing.
We have blown Kevin's mind.
She's my sister. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We have different moms and different dads, but we are sisters. Okay.
There you go. Okay.
You got it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Tell Kristen that we are sisters. That's what we are. Okay.
Here's another thing from Rebecca Davis saying, everyone's feelings are valid.
I was going to throw that question to you, Kevin. I'm glad you grabbed it.
Oh, but sometimes you feel like you might offend someone. It is a really unbelievable time that we live in. And, there's lots of arguments over this, about people getting offended about just about everything in the world. We're terrified. We're all social distancing. And now, oh, no, you're not supposed to call it that. It's physical distancing. And all right, I don't know if there's anything I can say that's not going to offend anybody, even though I try to be positive and optimistic. And forgive me, because I don't want to drag negativity into it. But it's unfortunate to have to feel like you might offend somebody when you have good intentions. If you're always using your powers for good and you intend to help people and never to hurt people, it's almost, they're separate. They're not the same thing. Helping and not hurting are two different things. But if you explicitly go out into the world and you say, okay, fine, I'm going to help people if I can. That's wonderful and great. Thank God we have enough people who are right now out there helping us so that we can sit and be here doing what we are doing. But it's another thing to say, I'm not going to hurt people. I'm not going to, if you offend somebody, sometimes people can be offended inadvertently. And especially when we talk about text and messages and online chat where there's no tone of voice and, you can't look in somebody's eyes. But when we can look at each other, when I can look in the camera, when Lucy can look in the camera, and when InQ's World will look in the camera next time, you can see the passion. You can see, hopefully, the truth behind. These are people who go out there and they do not hurt. I can be safe around them, even if I don't like the fact that this guy talks about things and mentions it 100 times and goes on for hours and hours and hours, but at least I'm not going to be hurt in this area.
Even if someone, I didn't mean to cut you off, but even if someone is saying something and you're reading a message without a tone, someone sends you a text message and you read that message, if you're angry or upset already and you read that message, guess how you're going to read that message? Mm-hmm. You're going to read it with the feeling that you're feeling at that moment. If you're happy and excited and they're like being, they could be saying it however, whatever tone it is, but you're excited, you're going to read it in excitement. So with those text messages and emails or whatever, you can read them in different tones that they may not be relatable, or it may not be expressed the way that they're coming off. But if you can look at someone, just like you said, Kevin, I was piggybacking off of that. I guess I just reiterated what you said.
Oh,
So you're right, Kevin.
Thank you so much. If you don't mind, I just want to say something about Amanda from the Hoops Family Network just mentioned earlier. I feel like some new content I'm going to post may not do well. But then again, it can do well. So I'm really nervous about it. That's how we all feel. I went live earlier today. It was yesterday. So I don't know if it was today or yesterday. I'm losing track of days. I went live because I didn't have a video ready. I always put a video out on Monday. I didn't have one. And I said, well, I'm going to go live because I got to do something. And it's not so much just I've got to put content out there. It's maybe something good will happen. I just don't know. I'm going to go live. Maybe nobody will show up. Maybe lots of people will show up. I don't even know what we're going to talk about. But something good could happen. So I have to be there. I have to. And I heard a story a long time ago, and I forget, I may have already told this to Amanda, but when writers like Stephen King, right, one of the most famous writers of all time, never mind the genre, it's just a fact. They say these writers sell millions and millions of copies of their books for one reason. They get up every day and they write, whether they feel like it or not, whether they have a sniffle or not, and whether the price of oil is $20 a barrel or not. They get up and every day they write. It may only be 4 hours, but they do it, whether they feel like it or not. And eventually, magical things happen. So while we all feel that way, I shouldn't say we all feel that way. I don't know how everybody feels, but I just imagine at times we make things that we are afraid to put out into the world. And you can always delete it. You can always take it back. But by continuing to make content, we don't get to decide what is going to work and what's not. We don't get to decide what people are going to like. So you have no choice but to put yourself out there. The crowd will decide, and you will be pleasantly surprised every time. I've seen it over and over again, and I do speak from experience when it comes to at least YouTube. But hopefully that's a little bit inspiring. I even get nervous about my stuff. I'll tell you a million times how many mistakes I make in my videos. I wish I could go back. It wasn't as good as it could have been, and this and that. But it doesn't matter because the crowd decides. We don't decide. The best you can do is be yourself. Put yourself out there wholeheartedly to the best of your ability, and then the crowd will decide, and you will find yourself pleasantly surprised.
Kevin, I wanted you to respond to something. It was a comment. Can you scroll back?
Yeah.
I think it was Rebecca or Trisha. They said it 2 or 3 times, but
well, while y'all looking for the comment, let me just let Rebecca know I think it was Rebecca or Trisha that said, I looked in the comments earlier and told me to get out the closet. It is a walk-in closet, and I'm now out of the closet.
Oh.
Kevin said, oh.
I am out of the closet. I couldn't shut the bedroom door fast enough, so I just ran in the closet.
Kevin said,
the bedroom door shut.
Kevin, when she said she was in the closet, did you think it was like a small closet, like a bathroom?
Yeah, I thought that's what I thought. I said, I'm in a closet, so you guys don't have to hear.
No, it's a double-sided closet that you walk in.
Almost came on. I knew.
I could actually set a chair or something in here. I just haven't gotten that fancy.
So shocked. He said, oh. Okay. Oh, excuse me.
But I'm safe, you guys. It's safe here. I'm safe.
Excuse me. Kevin, the comment. Oh, okay, sis. So you safe. Kevin, she's safe. Kevin, they asked, they said, Cece said early in the conversation, the panel expressed what you can boost until you try it. Kevin explains it well. So they kept saying that, and I kept reading that comment. So they wanted you to reiterate what that was.
That was in reference to Hoops Family Network when she was saying that she wanted to try something new, but she didn't. She was a little nervous, so I guess they were trying to let her know that earlier. Kevin was saying, like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess you never know what you can do until you try it.
Possibly the story about Amber Good is the name of the channel. I don't look like it right now, but I did go to a gym for a couple of weeks, and the personal trainer that I had helping me at the time is dating a girl who's also a fitness fanatic, right? So they're right for each other and this and that. She started a channel that was meant for fitness. She just wanted to show people her workouts and talk about eating healthy food and this and that. But she's also a nurse by trade. So she did a video of come with me to work, like a day in the life of a nurse. And her channel just blew up. So now her channel is about being a nurse instead of the other. And she blew beyond 24,000 subscribers or something like that. Just an unbelievable amount of success for such a short period of time, but it happened accidentally. We don't get to choose. She wanted to do fitness, and the crowd decided for her by trying something new, by the way. So
Thank you, Kevin, for bringing that back up and expressing it to them. Rebecca has joined. Rebecca, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I didn't know you could join it without having a laptop. I mean, I don't normally.
You have some tech savvy people on this stream right now, so of course we're going to figure out how to get you on here, love. Welcome. How are you doing this evening?
Welcome to the
I'm
panel,
good.
Rebecca.
How are y'all?
We're good, Liz. How
I
are
probably
you?
sound so country. I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
But like I mean, like y'all were saying, like I think a lot of times like people don't understand the way you like Lucy was saying, the text or the tone of when you type into a chat, even from non-content creators. I don't create content, so nobody follow me. I don't. No, you ain't getting no content out of me. So, but I'm just coming from a content creator. It's just sometimes you express an opinion and excuse me, and it's taken away because you don't. Maybe it's just me. Like sometimes I feel bad because I like, do they read it this way or do they take it this way or do
I
they take it that
understand
way?
exactly what you're
Or
saying, Rebecca. Yeah,
do they
it
take it that
is
way?
funny. Mm-hmm.
It's sad. I mean, and it's just, I don't know. I just feel bad sometimes, but at the end of the day, you have your feelings and you have your feelings, and everybody's entitled to the way they feel, but just keep being you, because no matter what, like if you're being true to yourself, then people will be coming back. But if you start getting messy and not being true to what you believe in, then that's when people won't start coming back.
well
If
put.
that makes sense.
Definitely do agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
I definitely agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Go
That's
see.
what I teach. I try to teach my children, when they're out making friends and things like that. It goes back to that as far as in being themselves. And I tell them all the time, like the easiest thing to do is be yourself. People will love you for who you are. When you start faking and putting on airs and trying to fit into a crowd and all of that stuff will reveal itself so fast and people will immediately cast you out. But also going to the stuff like that. I know I'm careful sometimes when I'm texting my friends because you can, like you said, you can type one sentence and you may have meant it in a joking way, a laughing tone, a happy, and just because of one typo maybe or one word in the wrong place, they may get offended thinking that you meant something else until you actually talk and it's like, oh, you didn't mean that. Oh, I'm sorry. I read it like that. So it is easy to get text or typed messages misconstrued easily.
It goes
Well,
even
and
farther.
not only that, but it's also like I take it back to like, even if like okay, so here's another example, like from someone that is not a content creator, but if you are, let's say you are a content creator and you're having a conversation with your subscribers and people are watching the replay, and if you don't have the live chat available, it's like when the content creator is reading back the comments, and if it's not available for everybody to read the entirety of the comments, that can be portrayed as in like a negative light to
Absolutely.
anybody that's watching it, even though just your subscriber is saying something, and because everybody can't see the entirety of the comments, that can portray your subscriber as being an awful
Lost
person.
in
Does that make sense?
translation.
I don't know. That's just my point of view.
So you're absolutely right about that. And one of the things I learned, unfortunately, about live streams, when the coronavirus thing started, I did a live about it. And the idea was I want to spread some positivity and optimism while everybody's starting to panic. So I went on, started talking, and I had a guy come in and accuse me of being a government agent. And that was very entertaining. But I blocked his comment, and then I banned the guy. So the problem is all his comments now disappeared from the stream. And I'm like, well, now the stream's not going to make sense, because when I play it back myself and I look at that moment, I'm talking about a government agent, but the chat disappeared. Like it's not like it comes back up and you see me delete it. It never comes up again. And if you make even the slightest edit to a live stream video afterwards, the chat disappears completely, never to return. So we all have to keep that in mind while we're live streaming. I'm not great at it yet. That's a fault that I have to learn so that I can help others. But when we're reading comments, we have to read the comment so that if the chat has to disappear when the stream is done, if something bad could happen an hour from now, we don't know. And then we have no choice but to edit the video and the stream disappears. So it's a good point that you make, because it allows me just a moment to say, while we're live streaming, all the content creators, we have to keep in mind, as people are making comments that we're going to address, it's a good practice to read that comment aloud, because we don't know if people watching the replay or people who go back to watch a clip are going to be able to get the proper context.
Or not even reading it aloud, but leaving, like how Lucy has, let's see, us, never, them, the comment pin, even that, I would be sufficed with that. But like, I feel like even, sometimes, the comments go so fast, and someone can comment and, 10 other people can comment, and like the comments get misconstrued. So I always feel like, and I don't know, like, so I'm not a YouTube content creator, so I don't know how the options are, but like after you end a live stream, some live streams I can go back and I know that I commented in, but it doesn't have the live chat option, to read the comments as they were like being, as if you were watching it live. That's another huge issue that I have with YouTube, because it's like, whether you support someone or you don't, but like if someone's reading your comment and if they don't have that option available, it can be misconstrued to different, not only subscribers but content creators, if they can't see the conversation in its entirety. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm probably thinking way too much into it, but
no, it absolutely does make sense. But I just wanted to let you know the technical aspect of it. If we have to go back, if something bad happens, somebody comes in like a troll and spams the chat, or God forbid we accidentally put somebody on a screen doing something they shouldn't be doing, you have no choice but to edit that video. And the second you take even 1 second of clip out of a live stream video, the chat disappears. We don't get a choice. And it's for protection. It's for context, because YouTube doesn't want things mismatched.
Okay, so that's something I never, so that's knowledge to me, and I appreciate you telling me that. So I never knew if you even edited maybe 2 seconds of a video, you don't have that option to have the live chat option. Is that what you're telling me?
That's right. And as a matter of fact, so
okay, so that
I didn't know that, Kevin.
Even if you blur a person's face, because let's say you filmed something and somebody came up to you after and said, I don't want to be in that video, you have an obligation, if you're going to put the video up, that you got to at least blur their face. And if you do, chat's done. And that's just a YouTube thing. We can't get around that.
1 second, everyone.
So that makes perfect sense.
Wow, I didn't know that either.
Hello, everyone on the panel. We have another guest. Welcome. I can't see who this is because.
Welcome.
Hey, love. Can you hear us?
I'm going to hop out and go back to the chat. Thank you, okay?
Okay, see you, Kevin. Have a good night.
See you later,
Thank you
Kev.
so much for joining. Okay, Kevin's out. Like I'm gone, Lucy. You talk longer than me. You get the award, Kevin.
Is this us never on the
Kevin,
panel with us? I
Kevin,
can't see.
Kevin. Like let me go. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, okay. Now say something. Us never them. I unmuted the mic. Can't unmute the mic because the guest has chosen to mute themselves. So you have to unmute your mic.
Let's see.
There you
Is it
go.
on? Can you hear me? Okay, good.
Welcome. How are you doing?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I've never been on one of these, so I'm kind of nervous, but nice meeting all of y'all.
Oh, don't be nervous. You're
Hello,
welcome. You're
hello.
safe. You're in
Welcome
good
to the
hands.
panel.
How you doing this evening? My sister and my friend Rebecca, my precious cargo, and your precious cargo as well. We welcome you. You're in good hands. We won't do anything to harm, hurt you, or make you offensive. So thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Well,
I had a question though. It might be a weird question, but I don't know. It's just the honest truth. Is it always, whenever you do a channel, is it always good to stick with doing one certain thing for all your videos? Or can you just, switch it up and put up different kind of content? What is best when it comes to that? Would y'all know?
Kevin jumped down and he needs to be up here. Q, what would you say?
Well, I would say if you haven't honed in on your niche, then it's definitely good to explore and figure out what you want to do. But if you have a certain niche that you want to stick to, then I would say gauge your content around that, especially if you want to draw in people who like that, because you're going to be doing that in the entire time. As for myself, I do a little bit of everything because I like everything, and I feel as though I have a lot to share as far as I'm able to cook. I can mukbang and hold a good conversation. I'm able to show insight on my world as a wife, as a mother, and things like that. So it just depends on how you create your channel, I would say. But again, Kevin is probably more of a person that could answer that question correctly.
Well, I've asked him that, to be honest. He's gave some good advice too. I didn't ask him that question, but I was just curious of how does that go about and what's best, for the channel, because I've kind of noticed, I'm like, I think my crowds, the people channels that I'm going on, I don't think those are my crowds, because my channel's like more like a family channel. It's like me and my kids, so I'm like, do I belong on any of these channels?
So us never down. My advice, Rebecca says she's not a content creator, so I would say hone in to your audience. If you've made 5 or 6 videos, look at the videos that your audience is more engaging with. Look at the videos that your viewers are more likely to watch starting off. When I started off, I kind of just started doing different things. I did vlogs, I did eating, I did motivational things. I just kind of did several different videos, and then the ones that people really liked, I started like doing more of those videos. So even though I may watch people that are doing things that I do not do, I still am mindful of, like Trisha and NQ and a lot of people in here. Some videos they're like, okay, Lucy, we like this, and some they not saying nothing on. So I'm like, okay, that's they were telling me we ain't feeling that one, but we really like these. So I speak to those that they commenting on and engaging on, or they say, oh, I like this one, or I like these edits, or I'm enjoying this. So when I get that type of response, I'm like, okay, I'll stick to that.
So as a subscriber, I will say that I will agree with CC29 that you just have to let your audience tell you, just go with the flow. But if you want to have loyal subscribers and people that will follow you through, I wouldn't necessarily make your channel on a certain drama topic, because you may have a viewer for a month, maybe 2, but if your longevity goal is longer than that, I would build your audience on something that's more important to the necessary drama that's going in the now, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. I'm kind of doing my own little thing.
Mhm.
I'm just going along with the flow, having a good time with it, just enjoying it. To be honest, I was
Mhm.
just curious how that goes and how the channel should go and stuff. But thank y'all, everybody, for y'all's advice and stuff.
Oh,
I really
you're more
appreciate
than
it.
welcome. You're more than welcome. And anytime that you may feel like you want some feedback and you want to jump on, if I'm live, feel free to just say, Lucy, drop the link, and I'll be like, okay. And here we will guide you in the right direction. If we don't know, we'll find someone that does, and we won't lead you astray. That's not
And we'll just
what
pray
I'm
that she has on pants today.
about.
Right.
And we'll just pray that she has on pants today, not
Who
in
is
her
that?
t-shirt
Who is
panties.
that? Rebecca. I'm gonna get her. Rebecca got to go.
Don't boo me.
I thought she was talking to
Look,
me.
and one more thing I want to tell you is that because you are a family channel, you're going to draw in a lot of people from all types of sectors in YouTube, because you have to think about it. Even though I may be a person who crochets, or I may be a person who cooks, or I may be a person who teaches people how to draw, more than likely I'm attached to a family. So like when I look at your channel, I see little things that happen in your family that's relatable to my family. Like when I think your husband told you, like he got excited one time when he thought you was working at home, and it was like, that's what I wanted. And I'm like, Lord, if you don't sound like my husband. So those things are going to be, relatable to people no matter what niche they're in. You still can draw all types of niches to yours. So even though your focus may be the family life, when you explore those other little things that you do as a family, you're going to pick up audiences and stuff that's just going to want to follow you and your family and see what y'all do, everything y'all do.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying too. I was like, should I go around the YouTube world and go find like family channels and stuff? Am I in the wrong place? Because a lot of channels that I go on, it's not really family oriented, but that's how I started off, and I met a lot of people, a lot of friends. So I like to go and go get on people's channels, show love, talk to everybody. And I'm like, is this where I'm supposed to be, or am I supposed to look for the family channels? But I like all of it. So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna enjoy all of it.
But I guess as a subscriber perspective, it's kind of like, I don't know. I think that I feel like I can know and when to respect certain boundaries, if that makes sense. Like, I would never come in your channel and say anything that would be, I wouldn't want your, I guess, your children to hear. I mean, I don't know if that even makes sense or even is appropriate, but
It makes sense.
I would never disrespect you as a content creator or your children or your family as a whole. Not that I would respect anybody else's, but if you're not bringing your messiness to YouTube, then you shouldn't have any worries or doubt that anybody would be disrespectful to people that are, as Lucy would say, precious cargo to you, if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Am I saying that right? I don't know if I'm saying the right words. I'm just trying to be. You just can't. I would never do that to anybody. Me as a person, but you got to realize also in the same aspect, you're on the internet, and not everybody has morals and values, and so you also have to kind of keep that in mind. Like me personally, I would never put myself or my children on the internet. That's just me, though.
Oh, okay. You don't
But
have
I
a
would never
channel?
disrespect anybody either.
Oh, okay.
Tracy, have a good night, okay?
So does Rebecca have a channel or no?
No. I don't got no channel. I don't create no content. Don't follow me. No, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Rebecca is
No, I'm good. I'm just over here.
reporter.
I was just coming to tell sincerely, hey Lucy, that I need to see her in her t-shirt and panties on.
No, Rebecca.
And that was it.
I have a family. Let it go. Rebecca,
we're letting it go.
Let it go,
No,
Rebecca.
I
Hey,
don't remember why
Bobby
I can't.
Selby, thanks for joining. Welcome. How are you doing this
No,
evening?
I don't have content. I don't have anything, so don't follow me, everybody. I was just coming in.
Rebecca said, "Don't come my way. Don't come my way."
No.
But Rebecca, I really do appreciate you for
I'm
coming.
gonna follow you. I'm gonna subscribe to you as soon as we get off this panel, Rebecca.
Thank you. I
Right.
think you were my first subscriber, honestly.
Really?
Yes, because
I
stay
think
doing
I
that,
have
and then
one
after I do
subscriber,
it, I'm
and I
like,
think it's Miss NQ, and that's just because she's great.
Wow.
I will hug you quick. I'm like, I want them to know I see them. You see me?
I see you, boo. But anyhow, y'all have a great night. But I just wanted to come and tell y'all the whole. I don't remember what I was saying earlier, but just know I meant what I said earlier. I can't remember the topic, but the person in the box that just came up, I'm not sure what your name is, but just remember, just do you. Be real to yourself. Never give up, and you give what you get, or you get
Oh,
what you give.
Yeah.
well, thank you. Thank you for the
All
advice.
right, but I'm gonna go back to chat, y'all. Bye, guys.
Okay, Rebecca. See you later. Welcome back, Positive. I appreciate you for coming back. Wait a minute. Let me get. Excuse me. That trash bag person, I had to let them go because I don't know what they think I'm gonna look like in a trash bag. I mean, really, no.
And if they looking for somebody in a trash bag, they just in the wrong place anyway.
You're in the wrong
Like,
place, Becky. We're not doing trash. What you trying to insinuate, but we're not giving them no attention. We're not.
that's all they want. That's all
That's
they
all
want.
they want.
But look, it's some good comments down there in the chat. I was laughing earlier. Well, I was hoping I won't laugh in nobody's ear while they was talking because I was reading some of the chat.
Catch it. What did they say?
I can't see the chat.
I know it's going so fast. Not so
It
fast.
is, and I think it's past the part that I was laughing at now.
Girl, I got my phone. Let me see. What you laughing at?
Hey, Bumby.
Bundy. Thank you, CC. Was hearing she was a family channel and thought, well, hey, I'll support them. The Hoops family is going to support you. Us Never Them. CC said the Hoops Family Network, Us Never Them is a family channel. The Hoops Family Network said, laugh out loud. I'm so sorry. Rebecca, CC said, right, I don't know why I have subscribers. That's new YouTube thing. I've been on his since 2009. This is new feature. So basically, they're just talking back and forth.
Yeah. I think I was probably laughing. I might have been laughing at the trash bag stuff. And I think Cece was like, well, if she do wear a trash bag, she gonna look cute in it and put on a nice lip color too. So I think I was
like,
laughing.
That's my precious cargo. They ain't gonna let nobody, whether I catch it or I catch it at the end. Cece said, no, you're not gonna try sincerely. No, you are. If she mad, she'll have a cute lip. What about it?
Right.
So where are y'all from? What time is it over there on y'all side?
It's 12:22 a.m.
And I'm on the East Coast, so it is 1:22 a.m. And I'm about to hop down from up here with Sis.
I'm about to hop down from up here. You want to take it
this
out?
is the comment I was laughing at. I found it, y'all. It was Cece again. Cece be cutting up, but she stayed having me rolling. But did y'all heard me earlier when I said crochet, right? You know, I was talking about the yarn with the making the blankets and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So Cece was saying when she heard crochet, she think about braids, and I was just laughing at that part. Because that is true too. People do get the crochet hair and stuff. So I just want y'all to know I see y'all comments. Y'all got me rolling up in here, trying to hold in laughs and stuff.
Well, thank you, Steve, so much for coming in and supporting, coming on the panel. I appreciate you for all that you do.
Hey, thank y'all for having me too. I really enjoyed meeting y'all stuff. I've never been on anything like this. I was like, let me hop on and ask the questions, even though I'm still gonna do what I do. Everybody does what they do, you know what I'm talking about?
Because you know what? You have to be comfortable with what you're doing. It's if you're doing something for other people, but you're not comfortable with it, then it's going to show. So no matter what it is that you do, always do what feels good to you and just meet your subscribers and your guests, in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Even like with your kids, sometimes you don't want to budge, but you're like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get some candy, but you're gonna have to eat your vegetables. You know, just
Yeah.
kind of meet in the middle with it, and you'll find your niche. You will, because I'm still looking for mine. I haven't found mine. I'm still searching for it. You know, people may think, oh, Sincerely has it. I don't. I'm still looking for it. So you have time. It's no rush. Just have fun more than
What do you do though? What do you do? You do milk bongs or something? What do you do on your
I
channel?
do mukbang, Luke bones. I do
Mhm.
interviews. I do vlogs. I do lives.
I
I
think I've been on your channel a couple of times, but I've been on so many people I don't even know. I'm gonna have to go back and check.
Yes. So right now I'm comfortable. I'm real comfortable, but I just gotta find my niche. I gotta find what it is that I want to stick to. So things
Yeah,
that
that's me.
yeah,
That's me. I'm kind of everywhere right now, but
that's
I'll
okay.
find my place.
You'll find it. You will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come and support you and check you out and just be there for you more. And
And I also find that different content brings different crowds, because like I do little comedy skits that may be like a minute to 3 minutes long, and that brings a lot of activity for a quick laugh and things of that nature. And then my mukbang videos bring a whole different crowd. It seems like it brings people who want to conversate more, where they may leave a comment that's a good paragraph long. So it's more like, I guess, what the audience is looking for, whether they want to, engage. So you'll also find that, and then you can try to see, which one is giving you the more views, or which one is giving you the engagement that you want to, because I know you do want to please your audience and you definitely want to cater to them, but you also want to continue to do something you enjoy and
Yeah.
not make everything to please the audience, because if you do that, then you'll find yourself getting away from what's true to you and what feels good to you, and then you'll start probably not to like be as eager to do it. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know, for me it's more of, I want to share my world with people. I want y'all to see what I do, and I want the people who are gonna love it and like it to stick with me and give me constructive criticism. But I don't want to do a whole 360 change to please everyone, because that's not possible. Just in real life, you can't please everyone. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and that's what I need to learn. I need to learn not to let people get to me. 'Cause-
yeah,
And being on YouTube, you have to have some thick skin, because let me tell you,
yeah.
I'm loving, caring, supportive, and Q's the same way. Q a little tougher than I am, a little quicker than I am. I'm gonna say she'll move a little faster with a snap than I am. But
Who, me?
you move a little faster than me. I thought I was a quick snapper if needed to be. You're a little quicker than I am, sis. But
Yeah.
you have to have a tough skin on YouTube, and then even at times you may have to reassess yourself, hit the reset button, and move around. Get to know other people. You have to, and I don't care what nobody says. I don't care how easy it may look. You have to have thick skin on YouTube, thicker than in real life. You have to, because even that person you may want to just address at that moment, hitting that live button may not be the best thing, but you may want to just, but you can't, and your heart racing, anxiety kicking in, and you like, let me call somebody that understand it, because your family, your friends in real life may not. So you have to reach out to someone that you can relate to that's on YouTube and be like, listen, do you know? And they be like, yeah, breathe, come on, you got it. So just know that it's fun, it's good, it's okay. But when those things happen that may happen, just be prepared to be able to handle it, breathe through it, push through it, but don't get discouraged. You'll be okay.
Hey, so I have a question though, and this is an honest question. You could be honest with me too, because I don't care. Anybody can be honest with me. But I have a family channel, right? But does it make me a hypocrite to be a family channel and be so nice to everybody, but kind of react on people?
Yeah. You could do a reaction. What'd you say, Q? I think a reaction channel.
Yeah, you have to be yourself, just because we're a family. Like, I love my kids to pieces. I love my husband to pieces. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
you. Yeah, so I love my family to pieces, but I guess you have to be more careful, because I know some of your content may be for kids or something like that. So I guess that's where you have to worry about crossing those lines and stuff, and making sure you don't put for kids on those videos that maybe not kid friendly. But you have to realize that just because you're a family channel don't mean that everything has to be hunky-dory 100% of the time, because more than like that's not going to be realistic for people. People like
Yeah.
realistic.
Yeah,
They
that's what
want to
I'm
see the true
saying.
colors. They want to see you love on your babies, but they want to see that you can, do your own thing too. So just be you. Like whatever you is, be yourself.
Yeah.
And because when you start trying to be careful, you're going to always be questioning everything you do. And it's going to make you hesitate on putting it out. So just be you and let the people who like what you do gravitate towards you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best advice I can give you. And I'm not a counselor. So, let me put that disclaimer out there.
Counselor a lot of times.
Yeah,
No, but
but
thank you. That's pretty good advice.
Sis, I ain't here about the counselor, sis. I can only take one at a time. You But I want to say thank you to both of you for being on the panel. I appreciate you all tonight. If you was on the panel and you're still in the chat, drop your link to the mods that are in here. Thank you so much for moderating and holding the thing down. I appreciate each and every one of you. Us never them, you're always welcome. Feel free to come in. If you're in the chat and you're like, hey, how do I get up there, Lucy? If Q is in the chat, she could tell you, or Tricia or whomever, they'll guide you if you want to come back on. You're more than welcome. And go and check out NQ's World. Check out some of the other.
You're always welcome over there. I'm going to be starting to do StreamYards and dropping links and all that stuff soon too. So you can definitely visit me at any time. And Instagram, if you have questions and you just want to hear what my big mouth got to say, even though I'm not a real counselor, if you got a question and you want to get my insight on it, you can always hit me up on Instagram too. It's NQs_world.
Since you like giving advice,
that's actually what I wanted to do. I was telling Cece that earlier when we was in the chat. Like years ago, I told my friends that I was going to create a phone line where people could call in anonymously, tell me their issues, vent, or whatever the case may be, and not feel judged. And I never really acted on it because I also have to be careful on how much energy I let in. And I don't know if all day long I want to hear issues, but I'm definitely the person that likes talking to people, because I just like giving people a different way to look at things. Like when they get stuck or get confused or think that something's wrong, I just like to give people a different way to look at things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I don't want to come off mean or messy or anything like that neither. I get along with everybody. I don't want to do that neither. I don't want to come off like that with anybody.
It's okay to be neutral. Know that it's okay.
Yeah. And me doing reactions, I feel like I'm being kind of fake because I don't want to be. I'm not a hater, and I don't want to be mean to nobody in reality.
So are you doing reactions because that's something you want to do, or are you doing it because you know that that's a popular niche on YouTube? Because if you're going to do something that makes you feel a certain type of way, then I would question why you're doing it.
No, because
just being honest.
I understand. When I first came on YouTube, when I first started coming on YouTube, I started off with my kids' channel. I have a channel for my kids. That's how I started off doing it. But I started getting on YouTube, and the first I came across was reactors. So I liked it. I started getting into it. Everybody knows who everybody reacts on. So I started getting into it, and I like it, but I don't like to really entertain it because I'm not messy like that, and I really don't care about everybody else's life because everybody does their own thing, But I saw that it was big, and I thought it was getting views, and it was entertaining. It was entertainment. But I don't want it to come off like I'm being messy, and I feel like me doing reacting, I think that's kind of messy in a way, So I'm just kind of confused. I'm trying to find my place.
Stuff that's family based, like maybe how sometimes kids will have a funny video that goes viral. A lot of content creators react to stuff like that too, and they get views. So the stuff that you react to doesn't have to involve mess, and that may help you feel better about it.
Yeah. I'm trying out different things, but yeah, that's how I started off with my kids, and then I started watching reacting videos, and then now I'm here. I don't know. I just like it. I just get along with everybody. I like to see different people, meet new people and stuff. I'm trying to find my
Yeah.
place. It's up to me. I probably don't even need no subscribers. I'm just good just getting on here talking to people, annoying people, to be honest.
Yeah, you'll
But it's
figure it
cool.
all out. It'll all come to you. It'll
Mhm.
just keep on doing what's comfortable to you, and don't jeopardize yourself to please everybody else.
And us never them, get with Kevin K.
Mm-hmm.
Get with
Yes.
Kevin K and get with the
Tuber
keto
chat.
girl. Get with those two people that I know right off my head. You think anybody in Q's world, get with Kevin K and the keto girl.
Oh, I've seen the keto girl.
Yeah, get with
Yeah.
those people. And
Also Vernan's Junk Closet, but I think I see you over there, right?
Oh yeah. I'm over
Vern's
Vern's.
Junk
Yeah.
Closet.
yeah, get with those
Yeah,
type
'cause
of streams, and you can link up with people that'll guide you in the right direction. Because with me, I don't really do growth streams. I don't mind people linking up together in here as long as I'm not on the topic that I want everyone to focus on. Other than that, I don't mind people doing whatever they do as long as it's respectful. But those people, Kevin, Keto, Vernice, they are always doing it all times of the day and night. So I would definitely guide you their way.
Okay, yeah, cool. I'll check them out. I have been on their channels, but yeah, I'll check them out more often.
Thanks for coming on Us Never Them
You're
and
welcome.
and trusting us with you tonight, this
yes.
evening, this morning, whatever time it is your way. You have an amazing rest of your day, evening, or night. Thank you so much for coming up on the panel. And listen, you're always welcome here, okay? Any questions that you may have that we can guide you in the right direction, or we can guide you to someone that can help you, please feel free to come in, ask a question. If you feel like you don't want to stay the whole time, it's fine. If you want to come in and say, hey, Luce, I got a quick question, just drop in and I'll say, okay, and you could, it's okay, all right?
Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Nice meeting y'all. See y'all next time.
You as
Bye.
well.
Nice to meet you too.
Bye. Keys World.
See you.
See you later. I'm
Okay,
waving and
sis.
stuff like y'all can see me.
Sometimes
Hi,
I be on
sis.
the live, I be like, hello. Said, what? I said, oh. I said hello like her answering the phone. But Lucy, before you fired me, you were the first panel I bet joined. Before I fired you, what fired you? I don't know. I fired
missed that.
I don't know. Rebecca, what you talking about? I fired you? That was the first panel I bet joined. I don't know what you're talking about. Rebecca cuts up. Oh, hey, Living Your Best Life. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you for joining. So, sis, I love you. You have a good night.
I love you too. And check your messages when you get off this phone before I get you.
Okay. Thank you to everyone in the chat. I appreciate you all for joining and sticking this thing out with me. Thank you to each and every one of you. CC, you held this thing down with Miss Sylvia and the Hoops Family Network, Kevin, Mr. Wise, each and every one of you. I hope I didn't overlook anyone, but thank y'all so much for joining. Thanks for taking out the time of your day to spend some time with me, Lucy. Everyone have an amazing rest of your evening. I love you. I care about you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you next time. Sincerely, A. Lucy. See ya. Oh, what? How do I end? Oh. Good night. Cooking with Riri. I didn't see you. I'm sorry. Good night, love. Good night. I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.